love that Conehead shirt. Well, I'm sitting here at my tiki bar, but I ain't seen the sun all day. There's a storm out there, but I don't care. Yeah, I've got Mike's weather page. Never go down. Okay. Mike's weather page. You know that we're tracking every move it makes. You know it's Mike's weather page. You know he won't let us all get blown away. Is it just me or is there spinach in it? There's spaghetti models and empty rum bottles, and sometimes Louis says hi. Hey, Louis! But you don't get no hurries and don't have no worries, cause we're drunk donkey nationwide. Everybody now, find it. Mike's weather page. You know he'll be tracking every move that makes. You know it's Mike's weather page. You know he won't let us all get blown away. Did I ever tell you the story of the drunk donkey? Once upon a time, there was this weather woman. You can come as a pilot, stay kind of quiet, but you know you love watching Mike's page. Yes, we do. Put your Conehead shirt on, watch it live on your phone, and drink drunk donkey beer all day. Here we go now. Mike's weather page. You know he'll be tracking every move that makes. You know it's Mike's weather page. You know he won't let us all get blown away. Is that Blobby Bobby? I think that's Juicy Jerry. Yeah, Mike, throw a party, man.
And here we are. What's up, Coneheads? It's Monday morning. Yes, I am going live today as we have weather. Let me turn some things off here. Yeah, so what's cooking? We got tropics slowing down. What's up, Cliff? Pat? I got Louis on me today, so if you see his ears, we left him yesterday to go to the softball fields. We were gone all day, and he was a little sad. And Emily just went to school, and he was sad, so he puts his little paws on me. So I'm gonna do our quick little weather show here with Louis on my lap. In fact, we can say hi real quick. Come here, buddy. Then we'll let him take a little snooze here before he gets tired. There's Louis. There's your morning dose of Louis. Waking up with Louis. Say, hey, everybody, where's your caller at? There you go. Hey, guys. Hey, guys. What's up? All right, so hey, good morning, Coneheads, and let's talk about the weather. What's cooking, man? It was a rough night. Of course, our Facebook Live, sponsored by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. They came aboard this year. We love them. They're going to apparently have a little company get-together, and they want the CEO to meet me. I can't believe it. He'll be extremely disappointed. For sure. So big thanks to ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Hopefully you had a great weekend, Coneheads. All right, so here's a blob. So big tornado last night in Dallas, by the way. I streamed Jeff Petrowski's, I shared Jeff Petrowski's stream last night. Terrible tornado, North Dallas, and there's indications there was a tornado also in southern Dallas. Also had some this morning in Arkansas. This is all a frontal system. This is nothing tropical. This is just a big blob of moisture that I gotta put him down. Come here, buddy. So this isn't tropical in nature. This is just a tail end of a front. And let me show you that real quick. Here's the current tornado watches and warnings. This is a pretty hefty little system. We got a big low pressure system way to the top here, and it's whipping way south. So tornado watches right here currently. And here's why, if you just look at basically a 3-day surface map chart. Here's our low pressure to the north, whipping that tail way south, and it's going to make its way all the way through Florida on Wednesday. So other than stormy weather the next couple days, we're going to have cool weather also because of this front. What's up, Gwen? Cajun Conehead? Yeah, I just kicked Louie to the curb. Now his back's turned to me. Pissed off. Hey, Jen, what's up? Good morning, everybody. So here's the scoop. Let's show you tropics. Nothing's cooking. First off, officially, that's good news. I don't see anything in the long-range maps. That's good news. These fronts are coming down. Fronts have been the story of the season. These fronts kicking a lot of action to the south. And so far, I don't know if we see much tropical activity. Let's look real quick long-term, and then we're going to talk about this weather coming the next couple of days, because then I'll show you some footage from Dallas last night that was absolutely incredible. Kind of reminds you of the Joplin tornado a few years back. Brandon, our buddy from Weather Chasing, captured some video, and they had a Home Depot that was completely flattened. Pretty good indicator right there that this is pretty serious. EF4, possibly 5. So that was last night in Dallas, and the threat's continuing as this thing moves off to the there we go. Whoops, I just lost it. One more time. All right, so we're looking at the tropics real quick. 10-day tropic map. Nothing sticking out of the ordinary. Nothing really to worry about. General area to watch this time of year is Western Caribbean and the Gulf here, but nothing showing up. And nothing showing up on long-range models, so that's good. The weather we're watching right now, here's this blob. Huge blob of convection. Looks tropical almost, yes. There you go. Lots of lightning, thousands of lightning strikes this morning. Heading towards Louisiana. Let's take another look at it. This is, again, nothing tropical. This is all tied into this front, but it's pretty massive looking. And here's a really good zoomed up shot. Tons of lightning. This is all heading generally east-northeast, and it's going to be making its way onto the coast. The SPC, Storm Prediction Center, has storm chances up right here. Yellow usually means, getting a little serious. Hey, Whitney, what's up? 3 people sent to the hospital. I tell you what, it's amazing when you see the footage that more people weren't hurt. I mean, this thing is going to be bad once the daylight is almost up there. I'm sure some of the video coming through now is incredible. But this is what we're looking today. These are the storms, and then tomorrow, look at this. Overnight tonight, this thing's going to push through. We could have another round of overnight tornadoes to worry about. I posted the next 18-hour radar, but this is tomorrow, Carolinas. This whole frontal boundary is pushing south and east. So this whole system that spawned the tornadoes last night pushing itself eastward. So it's kind of like a spring pattern here. Hot and cold don't mix. And here's a current look at radar. This is what we got cooking. Big line of storms just passing Houston this morning, going into Louisiana. Here's that blob. All this action up through Arkansas now, getting close to Alabama. This is stormy weather. Watch for tornadoes. This is going to be overnight. Let's look at the timing again in case you missed it. And then we'll look at some weather temperature maps. Let me see if there's anything else down here to look at. Let me show you the video real quick. Weatherchasing.com. You need to take a look at that. Pretty incredible videos. I'm just blown away. If you were watching Jeff Petrowski last night with us, he was chasing this tornado, and you could tell it was a monster. And all you gotta do is go to Twitter right now, and you'll see this. But this is Weather Chasing, WXChasing.com, or and then their Facebook, WX Chasing. There is he's got his drone video out already, but this was last night. Footage, and there's one picture here. Let me fast forward. This one, he took many photos of right here. Let me stop it. There was a 2x4 actually went into the side of this security car. totally penetrated this car last night. And again, if there it is again. So check it out, WX Chasing, if you want to see some incredible storm footage last night from Brandon and the guys there. So that was intense. And in the comments section, I put some more from Twitter. Fire station was actually destroyed. There's lots of stuff. So let me see if I can find that real quick. I don't know where it was at, but oh, that's Weather Chasing. Hang on. Let me go back to my page. Mike's page. Big blob. Let's see what else you guys are chit-chatting about. So, yeah, it's Whitney. Tons of power in a tornado. This is going to be a tough couple days forecast because we got a monster low-pressure system to the north that is spawning this energy up from the Gulf. And it's kind of like a springtime pattern with these storms. All right, here you go. These are some of the other videos coming through. This is on Twitter. Oh, now it's not even on there. What's up with that? That one's gone. What's up with that? Huh. Twitter. Well, I'm not logged in. That's why. Now I gotta log in. Alright, so let's do it again. Alright, so here is, this is a video posted by North Texas Weather on Twitter right after it happened. Just crazy. So if you go to Twitter, guys, I got some links on here. You just can't believe it. What happened last night. So we'll just hope everybody was okay with that. So, but hey, Alexis, yeah, you can be a conehead. Coneheads are people that like to talk weather. Let's talk. Let's look at the timing of this thing because we got a lot of folks in Louisiana, a lot of friends in Louisiana. What to expect today? This is going to be a very stressful night, possibly for some, as we have more of the same here. All right, so here's your line of showers. This is developing now. This is a huge line of storms all tied up to this upper level low pressure area racing across northern U.S. and bringing this big squally line of weather. This is all throughout the day. Big rains. This is noontime, so that big blob, pretty much all Louisiana around noontime today is going to be getting rains. That's noon. This is leading up until, this is 5 o'clock tonight. Let's do 6 o'clock tonight. So 6 o'clock tonight, New Orleans, 6 o'clock tonight. Could be tornado watch up for you guys. 6 o'clock tonight. There's your rains in Alabama, Mississippi. And then we get into tonight, Panhandle. This is 10 o'clock tonight. So the Panhandle starts to feel it. Lower Alabama. There's our squall line setting up. There's our huge low pressure to the north. And as we go into overnight hours, here's midnight, Panhandle, and we could have some stormy weather going into Georgia 3 in the morning. So there you go. I mean, there's your time frame. Panhandle, when it gets dark, 10, 11, 12 o'clock. Going into Georgia at 3, 4 in the morning. Starts to fizzle out, but look, we still got some energy down here. So Florida, I'm sure you're going to get some squally weather tomorrow morning as this secondary front comes down. Because currently, right now, we actually have rains in Florida because of Whitney still hanging around. There's still a little bit of energy out here. Came up through Tampa Bay area, kind of getting sucked up into this new frontal area. So two days of rain here for the Florida peninsula. Nothing big today, just little spotty rains. This is all left over from Nestor, believe it or not. But there's your big rains. So, hey Jerry, yeah, I probably harped on that a little too much. We did have big tornadoes Friday night here, and we didn't have a watch until 1:50 in the morning. I upset some NOAA family, and listen, and I made clear I was not knocking any meteorologist. Meteorologists did a phenomenal job in Florida, 24/7 coverage live, every station from here to Orlando, Daytona, Jacksonville. Everybody was streaming the news. So the folks at the National Weather Service did phenomenal. The only issue I had was when they officially issue a watch. And a watch is issued, I believe, by the SPC, which is not part of our local Mets or local National Weather Service. The SPC Storm Prediction Center are the ones that issue these official tornado watches. And as you can see, these are tornado watches, and a tornado watch is conditions are favorable for a possible tornado formation. A lot of people still confused. I bet you half of my comments were, but they did issue warnings. But they did issue warnings. Well, no, my beef was there was no watch issued. And if you're going to have tornado watches in the weather world and grow up and teach kids and the public about a tornado watch, these are tornado watches. These are official boxes that are put out by the Storm Prediction Center, showing you areas that potentially could have tornado activities. So my beef was in Florida was we didn't get our watch until 1:50 in the morning when 99% of the people are probably sleeping. And we already had two major tornadoes, well, one major EF2 in Lakeland, and then we had EF0 in Seminole down here in Pinellas County that were before the watch. So yes, people get news alerts and phones, service calls, but there are still a large part of the public, including my folks, that do not have smartphones, and it just seems like when you have a watch, more and more people get notified. But anyway, that's enough of that soapbox. Yeah, Whitney, watches should definitely proceed, especially when people are going to bed. This is like the third or fourth time in the last couple of years this happened to us in Florida. When we knew there was going to be a potential tornado, no watch was issued. Either A, no watch, or a watch was issued at midnight, 1 o'clock. Because you guys are all weather geeks like me, so you know what's going on. It's the normal, folks that don't pay attention. But hey, nobody was injured severely, so that's always good. I suspect if somebody was injured, it'd be a bigger debate because they might not have known it. But anyway, so here's the scoop. Here's the rain forecast. 5-day rains. There you go. Got more rain rolling in. Big blob bringing in rain to lower Louisiana. So let Louisiana pretty much all day today. You're going to get rain. Possible chance for squally lines. All this line is going to move south overnight into the Panhandle. Coastal Carolina tomorrow. Again, you guys are pretty high up on the storm prediction map for tomorrow, this area. So something to watch for tomorrow. And this green line, we see tornadoes in this green line. This is all our front coming through. So let's kind of start from the top. What's up, Jeff? Well, start from the top. I had Louis. We can't start there because Louis is officially pissed and he's gone. We have nothing in the tropics to talk about. That's good. Here's your shear map. This is a good map showing you that instability. The jet stream dipping south. Anytime you get the jet stream dipping south and then pulling up moisture from Texas, you get these dry lines and hot cold lines, and this is basically your springtime setup for tornadoes, and unfortunately that's what we saw with Dallas last night. Probably an EF4 at least. I mean, if you see, I mean, I don't know where I can find that picture, but there was a Home Depot completely flattened last night from this tornado, and that reminds me of the Joplin scenes. There you go, right here. This was Charles Peak weather. Storm Chaser, Charles Peak, but there you go. This is coverage of that Home Depot that was completely flattened. So we're not talking about normal roof damage here. We're talking about major destruction from we had brick buildings, complete fire department completely tore down. Bricks. So so tropics are quiet. We're watching this squall line. Here's another look at the rains. That's pretty much the weather for today. It is bringing some cooler weather down south. Again, this is a great map to look at for your next 3 days. Is this little guy? This thing runs. It's on my site. It's the next 3 days. typical front dipping down. There's your low pressure to the north, tail of the front whipping way down in the Gulf. So front's going to make it all the way through Florida on Wednesday, 12Z, 7 a.m. Cool weather behind. And then we'll see if we have a repeat pattern this weekend. We could be in this pattern of stormy fronts until the atmosphere decides to calm down a little bit. So there's that. All right, let's leave this little guy up real quick, and then we'll see what you guys are saying. Andrea, yeah, well, that'd be tough. We could live in. There are domes. If you've ever driven on Interstate 4, there's somebody selling domes outside of Lakeland. Maybe he's getting ready. It's a very impressive pattern here. I'm gonna leave this up. There's that low pressure way to the north, dipping, huge low pressure area up here, and it's pulling all this energy up from the Gulf of Mexico. Lots of lightning. Let's take a look at the lightning map. Lightning map, real intense. There's a good lightningmaps.org site. You can see exactly what's happening. I can turn it up. You can hear it. This is out in the Gulf right now. This is all heading up basically to Louisiana and New Orleans tonight. What else is going? Construction zones. Hey, Jerry, what's up? Thanks for coming to the party. We had our Drunk Donkey party at Trouble Waters Brewery. Went really good Thursday night. Had a good time. Did a little Facebook Live for the supporters. That was fun. Laura Lee, yeah, I-4 is not a good road. The only time you can drive I-4 is Sunday mornings. Nobody's on the road. But it's terrible. Malfunction Junction in Tampa is a joke. It's dark here in Oldsmar. Holy cow, man. It doesn't even look like daylight right now. We have tons of cloud cover. What's going on here? We got that little bit of Nestor left over this morning over our house. Like this is drizzling right now. We can put the layers on. We can look at satellite, I believe. Yeah, that's why it's dark. I have one cloud over us right here. One lonely cloud. Let's see what else is up. Kyle, now, let's see. Panhandle, yep. It's inching your way. Panhandle overnight, again, you didn't get a lot from Nestor, but you could get a little squally weather tonight from this front. And that's something to pay attention to. Let's take a look at supercells. This is a good map. Well, there you go. There's a pretty strong indication there. Let's it's not an exact science, and it's not 100%, but these are the maps we looked at with Nestor. And these are your supercell chances, basically. Here's tonight, 3 p.m. tonight, New Orleans. So these are your supercell composites. So that blob that we're looking at in the Gulf definitely could produce some strong storms for lower Louisiana and the Mississippi tonight, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Here is 8 o'clock, so 8 o'clock tonight. So, this afternoon, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, lower parts, upper Gulf, strong stormy weather. That's going to make its way into the Panhandle tonight through 2 a.m. So basically all night long here. This is 3 a.m., 4 a.m. So our stormy line of that we're watching is we got another chance for overnight storms here in the upper Gulf overnight. So be safe on that. Pay attention. Spread the word. Make sure you have radio, NOAA weather radio. Your TV's on, cell phone's charged. Here's significant tornado values again, and because of that instability in the Gulf, we could definitely be seeing tornado chances in lower Louisiana tonight. 3 o'clock again. 3 o'clock. It looks like timing is basically noon. Well, pretty much all day. I mean, this blob's right off the coast, so your tornado chances here. Definitely through the night for tip Panhandle, unfortunately, midnight hours. So then we have it go up into upper Panhandle. So this is all night. This is 3 a.m. right here, 3 a.m. Could be a stormy night. This is 10 o'clock, so pretty much all night leading into tonight, we could have stormy weather. And then, of course, tomorrow, all this threat moves into Carolinas for tomorrow. So there's that. Anything else? Clear, brisk morning. Cold temperatures are coming. Yes, we can look at some of that stuff. This is a front coming down. We'll see what kind of temperatures we're going to get. This is only HRR. We can go to NAM. Take a look at long-range temperatures. It's not going to be cold Wednesday morning, but this front is pushing through cooler weather. And there we go. So there you go. There's that front. This is once it all passes. Here's Wednesday, 8 a.m. So Wednesday, 8 a.m. this week, 2 days from now. Once all this mess passes through, we can see 50s all the way into the upper Gulf in Louisiana. So these are your Wednesday morning temperatures, 60s down into Florida, but 40s possibly in lower Alabama, down into upper Panhandle. So that's and then of course we got really cool stuff, Tennessee and the Appalachians. So Wednesday morning, cold front. And there you go. All right, what else is going? Yeah, hey Whitney, we saw the cranes explode. Lots of videos on that. What else you guys? Any more questions? I'll try to read. This gloomy Monday morning here. Holy cow, it's dark. Dark here in Oldsmar. So any other weather news? I don't know. So the big news, obviously, go to Twitter. If you're on Twitter, all kinds of videos coming through. Here's a good shot. Tornado last night. This unbelievable videos coming through of Dallas tornado last night. That one was posted by Spooky Dust in the House. So as daylight breaks, we'll definitely start to see what kind of damage they got. So all kinds of videos coming through now this morning. So all right. Hey Tracy, I don't know if chilly to you is going to be 60s. Texas, Debbie, this is slowly moving on through Texas. It's just east of Houston right now, so at least the rough stuff's leaving Texas. Now we got to worry about Louisiana, lower Louisiana. Storms are definitely going to be a threat today, lower upper part of the Gulf into tonight for the Panhandle. So that's a scoop. That's today's weather synopsis. Snoopses, all right. Caribbean looks good, Brian. Nothing cooking. Got pretty clean. Look at that. Just normal stuff. Nothing to stress about. No long-term modeling really suggests anything. If we're going to see anything, it'd probably be along the Western Caribbean, down in this neck of the woods, but these models always detect energy in Central America. None of them have it pulling northwards, so that's good. So nothing on the horizon today. That's good. Sunny in Cape Coral, yep. We got sun, but again, you got front. We got this front coming down. Here's the current look. There's that big low pressure nearing Iowa, Wisconsin. There's our front dipping down. Stormy weather in front. All this energy from the Gulf is pushing up, so stormy day, Louisiana, lower Mississippi, Alabama, into Georgia and Florida tonight. And then Carolinas tomorrow. This whole front's going to make its way through Florida. Wednesday morning, it'll be nice and chilly. Hey, Nita, Twitter, I am Tropical Update. Imagine that. Tropical Update. There I am. Mike's weather page. Tropical Update. And I got 23,900 followers. You could be number 24,000. Slowly getting into Twitter a little bit better. And again, here's that video being shared across the internet. That was right after tornado came through. That guy luckily was okay. That was 635 in North Dallas, Texas, just east of 75. So 635 in North Dallas, just east of 75 last night. Here's that fire station, Dallas Fire Rescue. I retweeted this one. This is an actual fire station that was completely destroyed. Brick building fire station completely destroyed last night. Luckily, no reports of injuries yet from that. Here's that picture from Brandon Clement weather chasing. That was a 2x4 that penetrated the security car right through the side. Look at that. Crazy. And that was our buddy weather chasing, Brandon Clement. Of course, at Home Depot, just crazy stuff. So there's Jeff Petrosky. If you want to go back and watch Jeff Petrosky, he was streaming live last night. Had a bunch of stuff on there. So, all right. So there you go. There's more pictures coming through. Man, completely. Look at that. Brick buildings completely destroyed. Definite signs of EF 3, 4. Who knows? Possibly 5. Not sure. You know, they look at damage, and they'll determine what kind of rating that we had. Yeah, 5 o'clock somewhere, Don. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, that's too early for me. Hey Whitney, I got you. I'll follow you or look you up. I'm trying to get into this. I got to get into Instagram more too. Instagram is apparently big. Big. All right, so in a nutshell, we got this brewing system through the upper middle U.S. right now. Big blob of storm activity down into Louisiana right now currently. All this is going to push eastward. Probably will fizzle out the time it gets to Florida tomorrow. But big storms through the night, upper Gulf into the Panhandle, maybe even into some Georgia early morning tomorrow. And then the storms head off into the Carolinas tomorrow. And then things cool down Wednesday morning. And we'll have a couple days, hopefully, of... that's no 2x4. I know. Well, okay. It was a 1x. I actually do little woodwork. Actually, it was particle board. Let's take a look at it again. Let's diagnose it. It looks like a 1x, right? 1x? Pine? What do you think? Pine? Who's the woodman? Joshua. So what is that? 1x4 or 1x? It looks like a 1x6. Well, it's a 1x6 piece of pine or spruce. I don't know. Pine. 2x6. Hey, he got it right. 2x6. I was close. I didn't even read it. I'm a picture kind of guy. I don't read. So it's a 2x6. I wonder if he can return it to Lowe's. Get their money back. Not Home Depot, because Home Depot ain't. This one here looks like it's completely destroyed. All right, it's 2x8, Josh. Yeah, or 2x6. He posted 2x6. Now it's a 2x5 1/4. Yeah, we need to call that security. Man, I just still can't believe no serious injuries yet reported. I mean, that it's phenomenal. And if you looked at that Cape Coral video I shared also just a couple days ago, the tornado that was down here in Florida, there was a walkthrough of the home that we had early morning Saturday, Cape Coral, and the home was completely destroyed, and there was a piece of glass that was embedded into the drywall of that home, and that's scary because those folks were actually in the home when the tornado hit, and it's a miracle. And Lakeland, the Lakeland tornado was a miracle too. See if I can find it. I post all kinds of craziness. Has some pictures shared to me by Louis Santana of Tampa of the drone shot. So appreciate some of these videos coming in. Here you go. Here's a walkthrough. This was shared by NBC2 News. This was at home in Cape Coral. Let me fast forward to the part that I'm looking for. But home is completely destroyed. This is something you don't see in Florida very often. This wasn't even the Lakeland tornado. This was there's a piece of glass. There's what I'm talking about. So there is a piece of window that must have been thrown like a frisbee, and it actually stuck in the drywall. And these people that were actually home. There's another shot. Incredible. I mean, just absolute total devastation, and thank God those people survived. So anyway, all right, so there's a scoop for today. Keep it short and sweet. Tornado watches are up here in red. I suspect they'll probably extend southward maybe tonight into this early afternoon for lower Louisiana into Mississippi, Alabama. So stay alert. Along the upper Gulf Coast today, we could have some strong storms into tonight, especially in the Panhandle. So don't go to bed without watching the weather tonight. We could have another round of storms coming in off of the Gulf. Cool. All right. Well, hey, as always, Coneheads, thanks. We'll watch the weather. Nothing in the tropics. Stay alert. Watch this front come down, and hopefully everybody escapes any serious damages as this nasty little guy cuts through. So have a great morning, Coneheads, and I already showed Louie, so we'll save Louie for tomorrow. You guys and girls have a good day. Thanks, Michelle. Appreciate it, Loretta and Whitney. I will, Susan. Luckily tonight or last night we were able to get these warnings out and show the future maps, hopefully well ahead of time. This little sucker popped up quick. It definitely, this blob this morning again. Let's look at one last look at our Gulf blob. Nothing tropical, but man, this has been the year of blobs. I don't know where these things are getting the energy, but you know, that's incredible high. I mean, that's exactly what came into Florida on Friday night. Lots of lightning. So this is all heading into Louisiana this afternoon, this late this morning, this afternoon. So pay attention. We don't want another repeat of last night for sure with big tornadoes. So all right, be good. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, Monday. I'm gonna try to wake up without my K-cup. See you.